It's really an honor for being here in Raipur and have the opportunity to share with you some ideas on how to solve problems in the Indian style. I have learned a lot coming here, and when I have this invitation, our people here ask me to give a talk. And then I say, well, what can I say to the people? How can I approach the students and people from a different generation? How to say something to people and students that are doing something different of our generations. You have a new way to be, you have different technologies, you have different challenges, you have different ways of living of what we had before. You have many challenges, and I have seen that the students that I have speaking with, they have many concerns. Overpopulation, they have concerns about these exams, placing exams, you go through this process. It takes you a long time, you study many years preparing for this placement exam. Then you have the students mentioning that there are no jobs, that you have many restrictions, and then my students starts to telling me many of these concerns. It's very scary, and it's very sometimes difficult for the students and for the young people. And as we have listened before, that represents more than half of the population of India. So more than half of the population of India will have those feelings and all those ideas. So I say, well, instead of telling them my secret or making nanocomposites or to solve problems in the industrial scenarios, maybe we can discuss more on how to solve a problem in an Indian way using our tools. So you see that one of the possible ways to the students do is they try to immigrate. They try to move somewhere instead of solve the problem, they want to go somewhere and be successful or try to have some money. They are looking for money because it's one of the main ways that many countries or many people in many countries, they believe there is the way to measure success. So people around the world is moving, but Indians are moving to other places. Western countries, like students, they want to look for places in Canada or the United States, European countries, Australia, are moving everywhere. And maybe it's a good way to solve these problems or to find a solution of your condition. But maybe there are other possibilities. And came here, this side. Well, I find a way that I can propose today. And I call it the Indian street problem. You know, when I came here to India, the first thing that I faced was, how can I cross the street? I was there, standing in Delhi, cars coming, and then I faced the same in Pune and other cities. Cars moving everywhere, and cars coming there, motorcycles, people. And how can I cross the street? And I feel what you're feeling now as a student, as a young guy or young girl. Well, I'm here. I have to do something. No? And you have to do that. You have to move or do something. And you have the options. You can find different options, but you want to cross, or because people is asking you to cross, or you want to move somewhere. And I have that the same situation, and everything looks very dark, very chaotic, non-clear. You have different conditions in your life that shows you that it's very scary for you. It's very scary. Actually, it was very scary for me to try to cross this street. And there's darkness that we can face, and then we have to solve that. You know, we have to find a solution, and we have to have, you know, some tools to do that. And as engineers, we can use the engineering method. Well, we are engineers, we can solve the problems using an engineering method. Scientists will do it with a scientific method, and other people will do it with other methods. But in general, we have, if we consider this method that can be used by anyone, and actually many people is using it, is more than the engineers, we can define this as, first we have to have a clear definition of what we are pursuing and what is the problem that we have. Then we have to state our goals, objectives, but those goals has to be presented by our priorities. What is the most important thing that we want to achieve? Then we have to choose one solution. Of the many options, we have to find one, use one, and based on our experience, we will choose better. In the first times, maybe make a decision, maybe that solution will not be the best, but you will learn. And that's a good thing about life. You will learn. And then you have to implement this solution and measure and evaluate the benefits. It's an easy way to describe the engineering method. So we have those tools, and also maybe in India you have more tools, and those tools are related to how we define our lives. And here in India, I have seen that the people don't look success like we in many countries we measure it as the money that you have, you are successful. Here I believe that you have more values and more ways to be successful. You have family values, personal inner values. You have different possibilities to define your success. It's more than one single task or money. It's family also important here. It's important, social behavior, social acceptance, and also you have the possibility to do and to give in India. It's very interesting. People in other places sometimes believe that people in India is suffering a lot, and I have seen that people here enjoy life. Enjoy better life than in many places. And I have seen that we have to have this decision. We have to make that decision. And we have those tools. Those tools basically will help us to decide to stay and do nothing. You can do nothing. You can stay here and have a job and then keep your lifestyle, and that's it. But also you can go away and change your goal. Maybe instead of having something that you were envision in your life, you change it because you don't want to cross the street, and then you move and you maybe go overseas. You go to Canada or some Australia, or you have the option to cross the street. So when I was there at the street waiting, I say, how can I cross the street? Well, I have to learn from the people that have crossed. So I was waiting, and one guy came and walk like this. Huh? The cars coming out, you know, moving around him, the motorcycles, people, everything starts to move around him. Yeah? And I say, oh, that's well, I can try it. Then the next man that came, he does the same. I was walking like that, and I was walking with him, no, like that. Scary. I was scary. You know, those people have more experience than me, so you have to be aware of the people that can help you in those situations. More experienced people that can do this flow. Well, the third time, I say, well, I have to cross back. Then I get my breathing and I start walking, you know, like that. And all the cars around, feeling it. I cross the street. I learned something. People in India flows. Nothing stops. Everything flows. It's a different pattern. It's not. If we can say it in an engineering way, it's a different algorithm. It's not on-off. It's not like for us that on-off. No. For you, is maybe it's on, maybe it's off, but it's yellowish. And then you can flow. So you can flow. If you can do that by crossing the street, that means that you have the solution for your life, and not only for you, for everyone. People in the world is actually amazed of the Indian ways. We are many people, from Alexander the Great, Chinese, Arabs, many people came here and is still coming to learn something from the Indians. Everyone is amazed. Alexander the Great, he wants to stay here. The British, they want to stay here. Many people is coming every day to India from other countries. And once you are here, once you came here, then you know why Alexander the Great wants to stay here. Why all these people want to stay here. It's something unique of this country. Something that you cannot find that easy in other countries. You can see it, Many people is coming just to be and try to be Indians. Many of my friends, they even dress kurtas, and they instead of working like normal executive in those countries, they start to work like this. I'm in India. People wearing the kurtas and why? Because we want to learn something that you have, and you have it for free. We want to have those meditation, those yoga secrets. But why we want it? Oh, because we have some diseases that you don't have, or maybe you want to have if you move to those countries like we have suffering many times of loneliness. We suffer stress. Many people in our countries suffer of stress, and also meaningful-less lives. So we came here, and you can see it everywhere. We came here to find answers. The answers, what we have, that you have here, are the ones that everybody is looking for. And you have it for free. You have free meditation in your classrooms. You have free yoga classes everywhere. You have free, all the secrets that you have here are very valuable, and you don't see it many times. And our people say you can come here, you do yoga, you are a bad yoga practitioner, you like that. And we are coming here to get that from you. Not only British and all people that came here, they don't only look for the gold, they look for what is behind that gold. And that is what amazes the people around the world of India. And I don't understand why some people in India wants to live. If you are in paradise, why you want to live? Why you want to go there and live these lives, stressful lives, and just because of money? Or maybe it's not an Indian way. The Indian way is to have this integration of different values, like family. You have to have money, of course, but also your friends and your social life. And well, what is good also? Well, India is a very colorful place. It's full of colors. We had Holi. I learned a lot from Holi. It was very nice, colorful, very beautiful. You have friendship, you have pride, you have also the modern Indians. You keep your values, your family as one of the main values here. So why we see this colorful everywhere. Everywhere is colorful. Everywhere you can find these people moving around, and that street showed me that there's more than these cows that you may see at the beginning. There is more. It's natural behavior of the Indians enjoying life. So we have our food. Food, great. I have, was my passion. It's great. Food everywhere is great. I don't know other people believe, but I enjoy every day food here in India. All the spices, all the textures, everything is very nice. I don't know. And we have tasted with Professor Das in other countries, in London. We were saying, well, this is not Indian. That's tandoori place, but it's not tandoori. It's different. So, what you have? What tools do you have? Well, you can flow. You will see it every day in the streets. You can adapt. Oh, I have flow there, but it's road. You can change. You can help. Actually, I have a Professor Andrew Kusiak from the United States. We were there in Amritsar. In many ways, in many places we have been, and I have seen that you grow very fast. Not only speaking with people, not only the child, you will grow everywhere. There's a lot of things going on here in India at the same time. You can see a lot of things in India happening at the same time. Yes, a lot of construction, roads, and painting, and all the smart city, and you can see a lot of things. What else you can see here? Many people, many shops, many conditions. You can see a lot of bad things, but also you can see very good things. And here, in the same image, we can see the solutions for our problems and your problems as a young generation. What can you see here? Well, I see a lot of shops here. That means Indian people working for Indians. It's very important. All these small shops that you can see in the streets, small shop in Alexa, even in the smallest village, you can see small shops. Yeah? These Indians are working for India. They are doing something for you. They are doing something. You can see also that everything is under construction. If I'm a student in civil engineering, I will be in India. No? Why? Because there's many things going on. There's a lot of people working in this area. Yeah? You go there to a country where everything is packed, everything is constructed, and you are a civil engineer. Well, what you will do? Yeah? If you're an architect, you don't have an option. You have an option where everything is under construction. So it's the best opportunity for you because you are in the right place. If you are in the manufacturing, industrial, electronics, well, here in India is where you can have it. Many facilities are here. Many companies are moving to India. Software, the best software engineers, well, now you have the best companies there. Everything that happens in India will be big. If you take 1 rupee from each Indian, okay, you can imagine how much money you will have. You cannot do that in many countries. The market that you can have in the United States and all Latin America, it would be the same market that you have here in India. It's just that. It's huge. So you can, anything you do here, it will grow very fast. You can see people everywhere, but you can see also possibilities. Here in India, there are many possibilities. It's everything going on. If I'm an engineer, I will be loved to be here. I will marry easily here, to stay here, because it's everything going on here. Everything is growing. And then, well, the solution is where? Well, here in India. I don't know. Everything is good. You have families, you have money, you have resources, you have possibilities. What else do you need as a youngster, as a young man, as a young people? You just need to be aware what you have here. You have everything. You just need to do one thing: open your eyes. Open your eyes to India, and you will find that you have for a long time carrying a golden nugget in your hands, and you sometimes say, "Oh, I'm so poor," but you don't open your eyes to India. And if you open your eyes to India, you will see that you are in a gold mine in everything, in every sense. So for the solution is to have your talent and your resources and what you learn here in India to do something for India. If you are educated, if you have more education, that means that you have more responsibility, and also you have more tools. You have more tools to help India. I have all those shops that we have seen here are small shops, and I can tell you that many of those shops started with a person that had many times less education than you, less tools than you. So if we have tools and we have the talent and we have the possibilities, then do it. You can, instead of looking for a job, you can create jobs. Instead of flying away and lose all your values and live a different country's culture, well, just reinforce yours and grow your own. If you are willing to give to the people, you have many temples or mosques to give. How you can give if you don't have? Well, yes, you have to have, create wealth here, and then give it to the people here. You are people that is educated have more responsibility, because not only because you have the tools, it's because the people pays for your education. All the common people is paying for your education, is paying for your institutes, for your streets, for everything you have. They will pay in for it. So it's just giving back, karma, no? Give back what you have. And if you go somewhere else, you will not be able to do it. You will be having problems, even in maybe some spiritual problems also. Yeah. So just open your eyes. Open your eyes to India. Open your eyes to the possibilities. Keep working with your generation, with these 50% of the people that it will came and take control of this nation. Just work with them, lead the next generations to be more Indian, to solve their problems in the Indian way, to flow, keep flowing like an Indian, keep enjoying your life like an Indian. And well, just for closing, your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. Please keep doing it. Keep working in yourself, keep working in India, keep working for your families, keep working for having a better life, having a great life here in India, and of course invite me for the next time. And well, please rewrite our future. Thank you.